Yes.
Robert L. Dean, who do we have with us today?
We are so honored, ladies and gentlemen, across this country to have this singer. She's a singer, because I know because she was a background singer to my absolute favorite artist in the
Leonard and
world,
the Leonardettes?
Leonard Dance. No, that's your
That,
favorite. Praise
oh,
God.
okay.
This is
She
my
just,
testimony. My
okay.
favorite.
I thought I was your favorite. You don't like
I
my
didn't.
group?
I never told you that.
Okay, I just assumed.
Yeah, you assumed.
Okay, okay.
So this young lady has been singing for years with some of the most legendary singers in this industry. And God has moved her to the forefront, and we are celebrating her. We're excited for her. And she got some good news coming up for all of us. So stay tuned. None other than Miss Aretha Scruggs. Welcome to the Wake Up Morning Show with Dr. LT and Robert Earl Dean.
Good morning.
How are you, our fashion sister?
I am honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
We're glad to have you. Let's talk about who Miss Aretha Scruggs is.
Wait a minute. I gotta mess with her right
Okay,
quick.
mess with her right quick.
Uh-oh. She's a
Girl,
mutt.
is that the baby? Just bring the baby on. She can be on this interview. We just love the babies and everything like that. I'm trying to tell you, your set is fabulous. Look at her.
Look at her.
Come on,
Hey,
sugar. Look at. Hey,
hey,
sugar.
how are you? You see us?
My my goodness, she's your twin.
Yes, she is. Look at those
Oh
eyes.
my goodness. How are you?
Say hello. Say
She she she's
hello.
she's like, look, I'm gonna look at you, but I ain't gonna look at you.
Right.
All right. So I just want to say to you that
I like the set.
your set is fabulous.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my set back here?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. These are my affirmations.
Okay, okay. And so, did you draw the picture yourself? Did you find the picture, or is that you in your diva moment?
Thank you for the compliment, but that's not me. So one of my friends bought this for my birthday last year. And so you're actually sitting in my personal setup for my studio. So I record different things in here. See, I got my soundproofing, and then I have this here. So yeah, this is sort of my home studio.
She's a real
Wow.
artist. When
Wow.
you got your own studio,
Hmm.
you're a real artist because you can do the pre-recording stuff at your home, save some money, praise God, and then
Yes,
go to the main studio.
yes, yes, exactly.
Now let's talk about you. Who is Miss Aretha Scruggs?
Well, as you saw, I'm mom, but I'm also I'm a professor. I'm a singer. I'm one who just loves people. I love God. I'm a worshiper,
Yes.
and I love good music.
And
Okay,
she's a
so
choir directress. Uh-huh. You just directed a major project. Uh-huh. I know
I
about that.
Oh, you found out? Yes, I was the choir director. The church I go to, Fellowship Monrovia, just did a live recording, and so I had about 30 voices, and then all the worship leaders, band, everything was kind of under my direction. And Aaron Lindsay was the main producer, and so I assisted him with doing that.
The one and only Aaron Lindsay, the
Yes,
Grammy Award winning, who was just honored, by the way, by the Stella
just
Awards for
honored.
his
Exactly.
accomplishments. What an
Ex-
honor. And you work with a young lady named Tanya DeCure, who I happen to know.
Oh yes, I love me some Tanya.
Yes, yes, I heard about this. I heard about the recording. I heard God really met you all in that place.
Yes, yes. It was an amazing time and great choir to work with. No complainers. We
Right.
went good. It went absolute fabulous. It really did. So I'm waiting to see what that final product will be.
well,
Wow.
well, I know that my agent was really tough, and we just couldn't come to the fullness of getting me up there so that I could sing a solo.
God knows what's best.
Will you stop interrupting me? I'm trying to get my
Right.
promotion
I'm
on.
just speaking.
You
God
know,
knows best.
but I want you to know that if you ever need me again, just call me personally, and I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
So
he'll
so
pray for you. He's a good prayer warrior.
okay, we're gonna say it again. We got company. Don't you act up again. Have you ever had a friend? Have you ever had a friend that every time you trying to get blessed, he just be blocking. He this all the
You don't have no
time.
friends like that, and you don't either. Praise
You
God.
know, I be trying my best to get a feature. I'm trying to get a feature on his project, and he
Oh
said
no.
you can pray.
God said not so. God said not so.
Yeah.
We got to follow the leading of the Lord in these last and evil
No.
days.
Okay, so I'm gonna get back here, and I hate to, I'm not gonna say I hate to do this, but I'm gonna zoom in on you because I really want people to see how artsy you are.
Creative.
I'm talking about just the whole
Look at
dress
the
and
shirt.
in the studio. Tell me, when did you know you were so artsy?
Um, I don't think it came until I was till later in life because I was very much so math and science
Mm-hmm.
uh, driven. I was pre med going into UCLA, so I'm very much so a left brain. But
Mm-hmm.
then I think the freedom of becoming artsy really happened later in life, my 20s and 30s, and I just ran with it. I started really writing songs. I think my early 20s,
Hmm.
so I think that really allowed the freedom to really accept me as a artist. And so I love all things arts, fashion, painting, arts
Wow.
and crafts. I got a coloring book, adult coloring book. I love all the arts, anything artsy. I love to
Wow.
support other artists.
So you'll be sitting up there and relaxing while you're coloring in your adult coloring book.
I sure do. I go
Okay.
to the beach,
Okay.
go to the beach with my books, my journals, and my coloring book.
I do coloring books too.
Okay. Okay. Because the reason why I'm laughing, because I'm gonna give some clarity. When she said adult coloring book, she was just talking about for
Oh,
For
adults, not
adults.
not not what y'all was
not
thinking.
Right.
You know,
We rebuke those
Yeah,
there you go.
foul thoughts.
we know what they was thinking. She said, adult color book. What's that?
They
Can
said
I
we
get
want one.
one?
We wanted one of them.
I didn't even see that. Okay,
Right.
yes,
Yeah,
Right.
adult, not XXX, just adult for adult.
yeah.
Right.
And the funny thing is my wife loves to color too,
Me
and
too.
so she'll get together with my grandbaby,
Hmm.
and they'll spend all afternoon coloring,
That's
and
right.
they come up with very beautiful color patterns and things of that nature. So let me just ask you this. Going into college pre-med, how were you when you were younger? Were you a nerd? Were you a part of the what part of the group were you in? Because see, I was a athlete and a musician, but I had to have the academics or I would get in trouble. And so when my knee got injured in football, I became the student scholar again.
Yes.
So my question is, how was it growing up in your house, and who were you then? And I already know you're a professor now.
Yeah. Well, I grew up from my baby's age, from the age of 3 to 18. I was in a family band, so I'm one of four girls. I have a twin sister.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, we all sang together, and my parents were always the worship pastors, so they played for us. My mom plays the piano, my dad plays the bass, and like all woodwind instruments. And so music was always a part of our, I don't know life without it. So we would,
Wow.
have to come in.
Hmm.
My mom was almost Joe Jackson, so we had to come in and
Hmm.
get to rehearsal, learn this song.
Right.
We got to sing this weekend, learn this
Hmm.
song. So music was always
Hmm.
there,
Hmm.
but all me and my sisters started playing sports in high school. I started playing basketball and volleyball, and we actually were really pretty good. And so music was always there. My parents always enforced academics, so I was always in the AP classes and
Hmm.
honors classes. So I was definitely a nerd, but I call myself a jock nerd because I was
Hmm.
a
But
jock nerd who also
So
so
she had
so
always
balance. She had
so
balance
so
because you have to balance that.
so I got to ask this question because I see all this fabulousness here, and you're telling me there's another fabulous that look just like you?
Yes, I have a twin sister.
Wow. So how was it being a twin,
I know.
and
I wanted
and
a twin so
and
bad.
and how was it, back in the day since you was an athlete and a student athlete, how was it how did the guys decide between the two of y'all?
Uh, I mean, we were the church girls,
Uh-huh.
so
The sanctified girls.
yes. So that they were like, well, you'll be my wife one day, but I gotta come out here with all these whatever.
Right.
N-
um, but no, it was pretty. We were me and my twin sister were inseparable, so it
Uh,
was they kind of just looked at both of us. Well, you guys are gorgeous, so it was just both of us. It
so
was
so I want to let you
it was
know, and it's a long story, but I'll tell you it offline later. But
all
for
right.
for my ASB ball, I actually I had two twins as my date for my ASB ball. We'll talk about that later.
Right.
All right, very interesting.
Yeah.
Right. So she said inseparable.
Hmm.
I love the song and the word inseparable.
Inseparable.
Mm, let's
That was
talk.
my first. That was actually the first artist that me and my twin sister were background singers for was Natalie Cole.
My favorite singer, and my cousin John will tell you, from third grade, that was my, and I'm gonna use this word. People can get deep and
Well,
spooky.
but who's
That was
that?
my idol, Natalie Cole.
Who's Natalie Cole?
Our birthdays the same day. My name is Robert. Her only child was named Robert.
Yes, that's right.
Who's Natalie Cole?
You know, you don't start with me because I get chill bumps talking about her. Let's talk. I don't want to stay on this long, but let's talk about your experience with the Natalie Cole.
Yeah, yeah. She every time I do a concert, I do a tribute to her because she just saw these church babies, and I mean that was my starting ground.
Wow.
She was amazing to work with, but she also did not play. You hear me?
Really?
She did not play. You hear me? Every concert, after every concert, she would send her musical directress in our dressing room to let us know what we need to do better for the show tomorrow. She would, and if she came on the stage and she didn't like what she was hearing, she would give us a look, including the band, and like shape. She didn't have to say a word. She was like, shape up.
Wow.
I mean, everybody, it was amazing. That's why I love jazz. She was the first, we grew up in a home where we could only listen to gospel music.
Yep.
But right around like 16, 17, my mom was like, okay, you can buy one non-Christian album. And remember, I don't know if you remember when you could buy all these CDs for like a penny.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Ooh, Jesus.
So Natalie, one of the first CDs I bought was her Unforgettable album.
Wow.
And almost 10 years later, it just happened. I mean, I just singing at my church choir, and they added our choir for the celebration of, no, what was it? The Colors of Christmas. They added our choir, and they pulled me and my twin sister to learn a song, 2 songs to sing with Natalie Cole. And she was like, wow, you guys look just like my twin sisters. I didn't know she had twin sisters.
Cassie and Timberland, yes.
She said, you guys look just like my twin sisters, and I hope to work with you in the future. And we're like, yeah, sure. But they called this was December. In March, her people called and said, do you want to go on the road with Natalie Cole? And so we had, get this, 1 month to learn 50 songs.
50 songs?
50 songs.
Wow.
And we had 1 week of practice, just 1 week. And we went right out on the road. We went to Japan for the first time for 3 weeks. We had 2 shows every night.
Wow.
And I mean, it literally was training ground because she expected perfection from the beginning. Nope. She was like, we had all those like tight harmonies.
Mm-hmm.
And she just, she would let us know who was singing alto. You were flat on that song. We need to do better tomorrow. Like it was very,
wow.
And so I know at this point, I know now how to, somebody gives me something to learn.
Right.
And I have to be almost perfect right from the beginning. It was because of that training. I mean, of course, my parents definitely set up harmonies. They taught us how to harmonize as kids, but to do it on a professional stage from the get-go, Natalie didn't play. I am a background. I can do harmonies. I mean, at a whim.
Okay.
God was setting her up. God was setting you up from a child.
See, bless you, because we're gonna do a harmony right now. I just want to know. Do you remember meeting me? You don't remember?
No.
What?
At least she honest.
You don't remember?
I'm trying to be honest.
She
Where
honest.
did I meet you? I'm sorry.
Oh, see, I didn't leave a lasting impression on you, but after today, you gonna remember me. But I gotta ask this question: what church did y'all grow up in?
Riverside Faith Temple.
Okay.
I grew up in Riverside, California.
Are you still in Riverside?
No, I live in Pasadena.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
beautiful Pasadena.
I was gonna say you can't be in Riverside this close to San Diego. We haven't had you here. Hold your hand out. Let me pop it. Okay,
She
what's
she would have been here.
okay?
Yes. Now let's talk about this solo. How did you transition from singing background? Because Natalie wasn't the only person that you background
No,
of national prominence. Wasn't Chaka Khan as well?
Did
I've
you
been
say
a
Chaka?
Chaka.
Shaka.
It's
Is it
I've been
Chaka or
an
Shaka?
executive for Shaka Khan, for
Chaka.
Anita Baker. I was me and my twin sister again. We're the background singers for her, for Christina Aguilera, and I've done a bunch of television and film, and still do. So,
What a
And you don't
blessing.
remember meeting me on all those tours?
did I meet you for real?
At
Wow.
least she honest. She ain't
She,
like some of the other people that just be, I remember and don't remember nothing.
wow. I guess I didn't even last an impression.
Maybe you didn't, praise
Okay,
God.
okay. So let's go get in. Wait, well, maybe I should, no, I'm gonna stand up.
Right,
Let me ask you this question.
right.
Yeah.
Something is big getting ready to happen.
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
Yes. So I am doing an amazing release party. Well, I've worked on with the amazing Jean DeCure as the main producer and executive, putting it or doing it. And then I worked with Paul Cornish. The three of us created this amazing project that
No,
I
you didn't
am
say Paul Cornish.
Paul Cornish. Yes,
Wow,
that
that's the
I'm
dude.
so proud of.
Yes.
And we are releasing it on September 10th, but we're also doing a live recording with some other original material. So it'll be like 6 or 7 songs, and
That's
um,
unique.
So let me ask you a question.
That's unique.
Is your twin sister gonna be there?
she is gonna be
Y-
there.
You know
Is she
she,
singing background?
she gonna remember me. She's gonna remember me,
Yeah,
and
right.
I'm
Yeah,
excited because Courtney Leonard's gonna be there. That's my dude.
Courtney Leonard, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and
Cameron
Kevin
Randolph,
and Gordon
yes,
and Paul and
yes.
John.
And Leonard Thompson and Robert Odine gonna be there
Hey,
too.
you gonna be there?
Yes, we
Uh,
are.
I'll know because I'm gonna call your twin sister up and say your sister didn't remember me and everything like that. She came on with her lip gloss shining and everything, and she didn't remember me. Now I know people gonna be laughing, but let me just put this. Oh, I can't put it up while you're doing the Zoom.
The cover is fabulous.
This advertisement announcement is like no. I want to get up there and just say you are just so colorful and photogenic.
She's very artistic. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
That
this.
picture, that is by Michael Letterlow. He did an amazing. You'll see his stuff on the Martin reunion. Like he's done
Hmm.
taking pictures of amazing people, and he was just so great to work with. He was, just, I had my outfits, and he helped me create really an amazing photo shoot. So
And see that her name alone is going to draw people.
Aretha.
Aretha. I mean, and you can sing. That's the thing. You can sing. So it's different
yes,
if you was Aretha and you was one of those. You'd be like, she should change her name.
So,
You ain't
and I
that.
got to be, I got to be a part. This is the God thing. I got to be a part of both Aretha Franklin projects, the movie and the what is it, the National Geographic
hmm
movie. I got to sing on both of those. So
wow.
Wow.
I was
So,
just like, you can see my name's on the credits.
hmm
God
I'm
is
like, that's
faithful.
my Aretha.
so let me ask you a
Wow.
question. Scruggs, is that your family name?
Yes,
So you were Aretha and your sister was named
Elena.
The
Aretha and
Scruggs
Elena.
sisters. This sounds sanctified.
Yeah, she has a singing name. She's Tremaine is her middle name.
Tremaine.
She's named
Oh,
after Tremaine Hawkins.
okay.
See,
So
they got all these powerful names. Their parents were very, very
mhm,
wise because a lot in a
mhm.
name is powerful. So
Yeah.
stop calling your daughter Shaniqua
Right.
and your
No,
son's little Tay Tay.
no, it's Shinnequa. Shinnequa
Yeah,
now.
that's when you want to be ghetto
Yeah,
fabulous.
Shinnequa.
Right.
So there's a couple of things, and I keep saying this because I always look at artists from their technical
Yep.
and their musical,
Yep.
but then I also look at the marketability of
Mm-hmm.
an artist.
Yes.
Once you have the sound down and once you have the performance down,
Mm-hmm.
then I look at how marketable are you, and you're popping on all corners from your
Visual. She's very
look
visual.
to your energy, to that Colgate
Smile.
smile,
Yes.
to your
Personality.
personality, and you. I just would. I just want to interview you for TV because you just give good interviews. You're just like, I'm like, give her
It
a
really is.
Colgate
She has a
commercial.
full package of what you
Yes,
would call a star.
Sure.
yes,
What a compliment. Thank
yeah.
Well,
you.
it's the truth,
Mm,
and it don't hurt that you were Natalie Cole's background singer. So I'm
mm.
I'm I'm a fan already.
All right.
Yes, whatever you need from our radio station, we are here because you sung with Natalie.
Well, let me say this. I like Natalie, but now I'm
Yeah,
getting ready
but
to become these Scruggs sisters. I'll be
yes,
like, say, where they at?
With
So when I come on the 10th, I'm gonna see if you remember me, cause you you
it.
you you know me now.
I do know
You,
you
you you
now.
know me now, and I'm gonna sit in a special place, and when you get that special
how
song,
you know
I
when you
I,
sitting?
I just want you to, cause it's gonna be special
So
wherever
you
I'm
being
at.
prophetic? Okay,
Wherever
we'll
I'm at,
take
it's
it.
gonna be there. And I just want you to point. I just want you to point at me and go, so that everybody know that we know each other now. So
Oh
so let me
Lord.
let me ask you this question. How is it working with my dear friend John DeCure? He is what I call
A
the
slave master.
no hush hush. He
Oh,
is
that
what
came about quick.
he is the one that I would say is that diamond that is still covered in coal. And he's that big, expensive diamond that everybody is looking for, but only few find. So, how
Ooh,
is it working with him?
good. I don't know if he told you the story. Like, I found him. I knew Tanya. I knew his sister, but actually running into him, his sister invited me to be on his session 5 workshop.
Hmm,
Hmm.
hmm.
And randomly, he was asking for people to volunteer to talk about. It was like a whole conversation about dreams and feeling like it was too late and like you've sort of given up. And so I volunteered.
Hmm.
And it just took it literally built the relationship that we have. Like, he
Wow.
reminded me of that, like how he just believed in me from the beginning. He asked me all these questions and he was like, well, I can be a part of helping you with doing this project, or I can just help you do it on your own. I was like, well, let's work together. And it just blossomed into this beautiful relationship that we have now. He really just has a knack for seeing, for vision, I
Yes,
would say.
I agree.
He has an ability to look at a person and hear their story and
Hmm,
see past what they feel about themselves or see right now. And
hmm.
where we are today is truly a testament to him seeing, like, this was in the middle of the quarantine. Like, I was
Hmm.
so much stuff going on,
Right,
teaching from home, trying to raise my baby, and in
right,
our little apartment.
right.
And he had a vision for where we could go and where we are today. What we've been able to create
Hmm.
is really what he envisioned. And so it's amazing, again, to his testament, to be able to see something in somebody, to believe in
Hmm.
somebody, and walk with them all the way through it.
That's
Um,
that's his mother. That's his mom's gift to all of us. She
wow.
she was the same way. She passed it down to Tanya. She passed it down to John, and she passed it down to me. I'm one of the three that she
Wow.
passed that because they do. Tanya and them, they love unconditional, and they're
Yeah.
very loyal. And
Yeah.
and Dr. John DeCure does not waste time.
Hmm.
If it's
Mm-hmm.
not something that God has told him to do, and he doesn't see that a person is committed, he doesn't engage or push with his time. So that says a lot about you because he spoke very highly of you in this project. So we are so excited to help do our part in pushing it from this station and whatever else we could do. Since
But
you have
it's
a new friend in Dr. LT.
I'm
I'm
not
so
new.
honored.
I'm not new. She just don't remember.
Right.
So I got this question because
The unremembered friend.
you said you're a professor. You're a professor. You're a
Yes.
professor of what?
I teach anything having to do with music or culture, music theology and
Mm.
culture. So I teach at Azusa Pacific
All
University.
right, Azusa.
Yes,
It's a
I've
great
taught
school.
at 2 other universities, but my main school is Azusa Pacific University. I started teaching intercultural communication
Hmm.
in the global studies department, but now I'm in the music department. So I teach commercial voice
Okay.
to all the students who are interested in going into music that's non-classical.
Hmm.
Right.
Is who I teach. So I teach individual students, but I also co-teach. I was co-teaching the gospel choir class and the performance class for pop music.
Okay,
So
I
so
think
here's
Asia did. Asia
no.
did Asia work with you?
yes, she did. I'm so proud of her.
Mhm.
She is doing it. She's singing with some people that you sung with.
Yes, she is. And we got the chance this January to be on the same stage together performing with it was a for the Los Angeles Phil at the Disney Concert Hall.
Wow.
We did a tribute to Duke Ellington and the both of us got to sing amazing. We it was like 12 of us, 10 to 12 of us and we sang as a group, but then we all had solos. So it was so amazing to be on the same stage with her to see her shine and
Right.
then she got to see what I do, and
Right.
we were just excited to be
So
together.
so I got to ask this question. This the question. How do you handle when your students get a crush on you?
Oof.
See,
Well,
see that doesn't happen, had it? You're like,
Yes.
Lord
I haven't
Jesus.
had it.
You know people been taking your class. I'm gonna take Miss Professor
Scruggs
Scruggs
class.
class. Can I have private tutoring? Because I need to work with my
Voice.
voice.
Right.
I mean, I have not had anyone just be bold like that, but I have had.
She's at a Christian school.
Uh,
It is a Christian school.
the little Caucasian brothers,
Yes.
they sit up there like,
They
oh
be
my
starstruck.
Jesus,
We saw her on TV too.
yes,
Right.
Aretha,
Right.
Miss Scruggs, Professor Scruggs, can I get extra help?
Right.
That's hilarious. Yes, I haven't had anybody bold enough to say that, but yeah,
But you see it in their eyes.
some are flirty. Yes.
Right. Right. Right.
So, um, you're raising your daughter.
Hmm.
You're doing all this amazing
Hmm.
work. How do you balance off professorship, arts, as well as being a mom?
It's a constant thing I'm working on. But for me, I've always dreamed of this life where
Hmm.
I can have the freedom to do what I want with my time. You know,
Hmm.
I've never
Hmm.
envisioned myself like having a 9 to 5. And so I did have it for a few years and I hated it.
Right.
But I'm very much so about time management. I got like 3 calendars, one on my phone, one
Hmm.
in paper, and every hour is pretty much designated to something, even if
Hmm.
it's an hour of just me time watching my favorite TV show. Like,
Hmm.
so it becomes very important. Yeah, time management, knowing. I mean, I have it in my calendar, 30 minutes to drive here. You know,
Right.
Hmm.
like it
Right.
takes 30 minutes to drive to APU. I got
Hmm.
to have 5 minutes to set up all the equipment. You know,
Hmm.
so everything, I'm very particular about my time, very particular about even like, she gets home at 6 from after school. So I'm not doing nothing from 6 to 9 when I'm putting her to bed.
Right.
It's
Hmm.
very, very particular about how I spend my time
Hmm.
and now really getting particular about who I spend my time with
Hmm.
Right.
because it drains my energy.
Hmm.
I spend a lot of time giving out to my
Yes.
students, to my
Yes.
daughter,
Yes.
to the choir, I'm constantly doing this. So
Right.
that's what I'm learning in this season of how to intentionally
Hmm.
fill myself up,
Right.
with, of course, prayer and reading the word. But, I love to ride my bike or, like I said, coloring
Right.
Hmm.
or like really being intentional about how I fill myself up because I'm constantly giving out.
Very important.
Hmm.
Like it burns me out. So I have to be really intentional about my time. So that's
Now this is my second to the last question.
how. Okay.
Okay, this project that is coming out right now, if you were to compare it to a dinner, what would it be?
Oh, what a great question. I would say this is some filet mignon
Mm-hmm.
with some asparagus and
Filet McDonald.
red potatoes.
Oh
Got
my.
Yes.
red potato. It is especially something that I've done products before this, but this is what John and myself and Paul really
Hmm.
have been able to
Hmm.
create. It is just some of the best stuff out there, I would say right now.
Now
We
throw
we
the dessert in on it. What's the dessert?
Okay, the dessert. Let me see. I'm not that big of a dessert person, but I would put some red velvet cake. Let's put it
Oh,
out
yes, my
there.
See,
favorite.
all right, all
Yes.
right. Well, we
Some
going.
red velvet cake.
Well, that lets us know we gonna eat well
Right.
on the tenth.
On the 10th. I,
Yes,
I have
yes.
one I have one question. If you weren't singing, what would you be doing?
I would be teaching. I would probably be fully a professor. Or
Hmm.
no, I would probably be a doctor, like I was originally doing, a medical doctor. Yeah,
Serving people.
serve always serving
Singing is
people,
serving
loving my
people.
people. Yeah.
Yes, and doctor, I've been having a little sore throat, you know.
So go on voice rest. Rest your
Yeah.
voice.
I keep on trying to tell you we got
Oh,
company.
praise God.
Okay,
Oh,
praise the Lord.
Okay.
All right, we're very excited about you.
Yes, this is very
Um,
exciting.
we want you to literally take this point. I'm gonna zoom in on your face, not just because you're gorgeous, but I want to zoom in on your face,
Right.
and I want you to look into the camera and invite people personally to either come to the studio or see it virtually. Tell them everything of how they can have this filet mignon with the experience, with the red potatoes, with the red velvet cake experience. And just that I'm gonna give you a moment, tell them how they can connect with you, all of that stuff, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch this presentation.
okay. And we're
Action.
hitting action. Okay, you all, you do not want to miss September 10th at 7 o'clock. This is going to be an experience like no other. Not only will you have an amazing musical experience, but we're going to be recording live. There'll be live streaming. You want to be in the room, but if you can't be in the room, if you're not going to be in the Los Angeles area, you can also watch it live virtually. And it's just going to be what we created already, that's recorded. It's just going to be times 10 to
Wow.
have amazing musicians with Paul Cornish, with Kevin Randolph, with Courtney Leonard, with Gordon Campbell, with myself. But we'll also have amazing musical tributes and things that, again, you want to experience. There's nothing like live music,
Mhm.
but also there's nothing like live music with amazing musicians and musicianship. In addition to that, if you are in person, we are going to have some eaties for you to eat and some drinks for you to drink. But you just want to be a part of. It's an amazing venue that we're going to be at, where you'll be able to walk around and see all the live performance and live recording as it's happening. And it's going to be an elegant experience. So you come dressed to impress. I love fashion. I love looking good. And so,
Right
hey, this is
on.
a chance for you to come out, wear something cute, come eat something, drink something, and be a part of an amazing musical experience. You just don't want to miss it.
Okay, but we need to know the dress. Is there tickets? How can we see it virtually? I'm gonna come in a full on African. I'm gonna come with the African attire. I'm like, oh huh,
Oh,
let's go. You know. So
yes.
tell us all of that information because people like saying, wait a minute, I need to know how to get my ticket.
Great. You can follow me. I'm on Instagram at Aretha Scruggs Music.
Hmm.
You can follow me, and there will be ticket information there, or you can go to my website, arethascruggs.com, and all the ticket information will be there. You can buy tickets. You can buy the ticket in person or a virtual ticket to watch it online, all on the same website, and it will be there.
Yes, yes, and everybody that's on Facebook, there is a link that's been put up by Dr. John DeCure, and we appreciate that. This is one of the things that people are saying. They said, "I love your energy, beautiful woman of God," and so you have all these people just feeding into that smile. I'm trying to get Colgate or Crest on the line so
Uh,
that we go get an endorsement. We
hey,
got folks in the hair industry that's trying to give you some endorsements. And, I'm personally, this fashion, you need to be a model for somebody as well as you do all your music. So when I see you on the 10th, God say the same. And I
yes.
walk through and I'll be like, oh, huh? And I'm not going to have the rose petals. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? But I'm gonna come in on a hoverboard.
A
Oh,
hoverboard.
Yes.
Lord
So that
Jesus.
I will look like I'm floating.
Help us, Lord.
And I just want you to go,
She should be floating and not you floating. It's her engagement.
but
It's
she
Praise
said
God.
it, she said it's fashion. It's so
Yes,
I
but
had to,
but it's still all eyes should be on her and not on you on a hoverboard. But
okay, because
but praise God.
I saw what's that, the Usher do it?
Yeah,
You know,
that was Usher in concert himself.
okay, so
Let's
I
keep
can't.
the attention on the artist.
Okay, I'm gonna come in all black with a black mask, and I'm gonna be like,
However,
with a tam.
what
With
you
a
don't care how you
tam.
get there, just get here if you can. That's what Leader Adams said.
Get here if you can.
Right. Now,
Well,
Can I give my thanks real quick?
you
yes,
can do anything you want.
yes,
It's your world.
I just want to thank specifically John DeCure,
yes,
SCP Music,
yes.
Margaret, Blake, all the people behind the scenes who are helping put this together and who are just walking alongside. I'm not doing this by myself.
Right.
Me and the band are not doing this by myself, but I just personally want to thank John DeCure, Margaret, Blake Hill, all those who are behind the scenes putting all this together and who are walking this thing out with me. Thank you, SCP Music. Thank you guys for everything.
And I want to say, Natalie Cole was looking down, smiling, saying, "Look at my child, my sister."
Yes.
Now, my
And
last.
let me tell you, Natalie, this again, everything I'm doing right now is the push of Natalie. Natalie, when I was on the road with her, Natalie, she had a vocal coach that helped her when
Seth
she was
Riggs.
her voice. Seth Riggs. She paid for me and my twin sister for 6 months
Wow.
study with Seth Riggs and his whole organization.
He's one of the best. He's legendary.
And she paid for us. She said, I want to make you, at the time she said she wanted to make us the best background singers ever, but she didn't know she was setting me up for, eventually became certified to teach speech level singing. So I'm teaching voice because of this.
Wow.
And the person that I am, the voice that I have was the training because she saw something. Again, artists need people along the way who believe in them. But to imagine having the Natalie Cole believe in you.
Yes, the
Natalie Cole. So I am forever indebted, and forever I stand on her shoulders. She believed in me, and she saw it, and she pushed me and my sister forward. So,
and I never got a chance to meet her. The times that I was going to meet her, she got ill that last time. I was going to be meeting her personally with her stylist and a friend of mine who was his stylist, and they were going to get us together one on one, and it didn't happen. So when I see you, that's the closest I'll get to her.
Yes.
Well, Miss Jayshawn Tillery Williams is online, and she sends her love to you. And I just want to say that when you get off the line, call your twin sister up and say, "Do you remember Dr. LT? He keep on saying," and you're gonna show her a picture. I'm like, "Girl, you don't remember him?"
She gonna say,
You know
"No,
what I'm
I
saying?
don't."
You know,
No.
he just a little bit thicker right now, but she's like, "Girl, you don't remember?" And everything like that. You don't remember that fried chicken? We'll talk about that offline.
Right.
Okay.
No, this has been a lot of fun.
Yes, it has.
We want people to know your personality.
Right.
We know that you're going to be one of the icons in this industry.
Yes.
And this is your time in your season. You have a phenomenal team, and you have your new radio station that you can come to anytime because Robert Earl Dean is here, and he gonna say, "Bring Aretha on."
Yes. I'm just floating because you're talking about Natalie, and that I'm telling you, from third grade, she became my top of everything. And John and Tanya would tell you, their mom, I had 4 walls as a middle schooler of nothing but Natalie Cole pictures.
Wow, she's gorgeous.
See, you see his taste, and he's like at third grade.
Third
Third
grade.
grade.
Love on My Mind was playing at my auntie's house, and I was like, who is that? Third grade.
Well, watch this. And because of her influence, Robert would go to school every day with his church hard bottom shoes on, smelling with good cologne on it.
That had nothing to do with Natalie Cole. That was just me being a church boy.
He basically was before his time. He was the little man that was singing in front of all the big crowds and everything. He was like, "Natalie, can you see me?" Because he was in his element.
Yeah.
Hey, she's a great person to fall for and to love. So hey.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to the 10th.
Amen.
I'm looking forward to seeing you all.
Any final words?
For you all, thank you so much. But for the listeners, don't ever give up on your dream, the vision, the thing that keeps calling you when you wake up and it won't go away, keeps tapping you on the shoulder. Don't ever give up on that. Keep walking forward. Keep talking about it. Keep volunteering. You never know where the door will open
That's
next
right.
for your adventure and where God wants to lead you for why He's created you. This very purpose of why you're on this earth.
That's right.
Don't ever give up and don't ever settle into a life that you don't feel like God's in. You're not going forward in that purpose. So never give up.
And will you give
Powerful
a
message.
big hug and a high five to that beautiful young lady that you shared with us this morning? We don't know her name, so I just kind of call her your baby twin.
Imani.
Imani?
Imani.
All right.
Powerful name.
Yeah, that's Faith, right?
Right. Hey.
Amen. And I'm going to play a song,
Yeah.
called Sunset. Tell us a little bit about that song.
Okay. Sunsets is the original project that you'll hear at the recording on the 10th. Sunsets is an original song I wrote that
Mhm.
Paul put the music to. I was just sitting that that kept coming. I'm a singer. I always have my memo ready to go because
Mhm.
music, anything will come, and it might just be a little piece. It might be a whole chorus. It might be
Mm.
words. It might just be a little
Can,
piece.
can you do that again? That made my ear tingle.
La 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 la.
All right.
So you'll hear that going throughout this song. It's a song about, it's called Sunsets. As I was hearing that and Paul sent the music back to me, I just kept seeing the picture and vision of my family, my four sisters and my three cousins. Every summer, my uncle Santi Hall would take us in. Back then, we could get back in, in a truck.
Hmm.
Everybody could pile into a truck or pile into a Z, and we come from Riverside to the beach. And we were beach babies. He would take us out and we'd go swimming. We'd have fried chicken, and sit there all day long until the night. And so the song you'll hear, it talks about just sunsets, like literally watching the sunset,
Hmm.
our sun-kissed skin, sun-kissed
Hmm.
toes, because that's what our family did. It was how we spent time together. Was just on that we were California babies. We would
Hmm.
go to the beach and watch the sunset together and swim and just have family is everything to me. So we
Hmm.
would have family time at the beach. So it's called Sunset.
And see how you start connecting the dots. The fried chicken.
Fried
Yeah,
chicken.
see. You go right when you get off the line. You go like, and it's gonna pop back in your head. You go like, there it go, yes. But with that being said, we have had the pleasure of interviewing and meeting and cohabitate in this moment
Mhm.
with none other than Aretha Scruggs, and she is having a debut concert. It is going to be on Saturday, September 10th, 2022. It is going to be in Los Angeles, right?
Yes.
And on this, I don't see where it's going to be at, but if they go to your Instagram, it's all there, right? And
Yes.
then Dr. John put the feed up in the Facebook feed. Y'all
Mhm.
go get your tickets. I'm gonna be there, and you need to be there too. With that being said, we're gonna check out Sunset. First time debut right here on GOD Radio 1.
.com.